Hey everybody, welcome back. A couple more parts arrived for the 2002 Ford Ranger Edge. Got some pedal pads, LED third brake light, and a leather steering wheel cover. Got a lot more stuff coming, but I'm going to go ahead and swap out that brake light. It's really dim and it's pretty faded. And the pedal pads, for obvious reasons, those are pretty slick and they're very slippery. And I'm not going to put up with that because that's dangerous. And the steering wheel cover, I originally bought this one at what was it, AutoZone or someplace like that. It was just really cheap, but I don't like the way it looks, so I'll put that one on. So I think I'll start with the brake light first. All right, here I am up here on the roof, and this is pretty simple, just 2 Phillips head screws, 1 plug, a new gasket, and I'm hoping that's correct. A couple of the parts I did receive were not correct for this truck, so whatever. I guess I'll have to reorder them or send them back. But for now, this looks like it should work. Okay, I've got the old one out. I'm going to go ahead and clean up the mounting surface. And one thing I want to say is, when you're taking something like these apart with these delicate little clips, be really careful, especially on an older vehicle like this. They get really brittle and they tend to snap off. These were okay, but I noticed they had some sort of LED in there, which explains it was not bright at all for some reason. And we got a military helicopter going overhead. As I'm pretty near Camp Pendleton here in San Diego. Anyway, so I'm going to get some Windex and a paper towel and clean this up and install the new one. There, that looks pretty good. Time for the final part. Great. Now I just hope it works. Alright, on to the next one. And here's a shot of the pedal pads. You can see the old ones on top. Super smoothed over on the edges versus the new ones. These are genuine Ford parts. These are cheap enough. I don't know why people drive around with worn out pedal pads. It's just it looks bad. It's a safety issue. Or worse yet, people drive around with no pedal pads. That's even worse. I'm gonna go ahead and pop those on. Both the right and left belt moldings are a little degraded, so I taped them off and I picked up some of this peel coat, rugged coat. I figured I'd give this a try. I think it might be a little too rough, but I happened to see it, so I grabbed it. So it's basically, you know, it comes right off if you don't want it on there. So been shaking it, and I'm going to give this a first coat. Stay tuned. Well, I've got one coat on there, and I'm not sure I'm a fan of this. I'm going to let it dry. It does seem to be drying a little, you know, there's a dry spot right there. A little less severe, but anyway, I'll leave it on there. If I don't like it, I'll just peel it right off. I'm going to go ahead and tape up the other side and spray it. Today, I'm going to go ahead and repaint the grille on the 2002 Ranger Edge. I'm actually not going to take it out. I'm just going to tape it off in place and spray it. It's going to be fine. I mean, the right way to do would be to disassemble everything, but I'm confident that I can make this look good while it's being painted in place. I actually picked up some paint for it. You can see it's pretty faded. This is supposed to be the original color. I think it's called like an argent gray. A lot of people paint them black, but I wanted to do it the gray. And so let me show you the paint that I got. And this is what I picked up. It's actually engine enamel, but the color itself is about as close as I can find it, and that's probably a better representation. The lighting is making it kind of hard to show, but it looks to be pretty much a dead-on choice. So I'm going to go ahead and tape this up and clean it. Actually, I'll clean it first, tape it up, and then give it a quick shot. Stay tuned. Okay, I've got this all taped off, cleaned, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a couple quick coats. Now, this is what I like to call a tape and rape. Not necessarily the best way to do it, but if you're neat and you take your time, you can achieve good success. So let me go ahead and give it some coats. All right, one good coat is done. Looks good. I'm very happy with the color. It's very close to the factory color. And like I said, I just didn't want to do it black. I kind of like the look of the factory grill. So I'll let this dry for a bit and then give it another coat, pull all the paper off, and this is done. No fuss, no muss, maybe a 20-minute project. And just like that, it's all finished. Very happy with the way it turned out. Probably not perfect, but a lot better than it was. Good enough for a 2002 farm truck. Not that I have a farm, but I've got 2.5 acres. Not really a work truck. Yeah, we'll call it a work truck. I'd like to introduce you to my new lab puppy that my wife surprised me with. His name is Donovan. Here, buddy. He's 9 weeks old, and he's going to be a great dog. Isn't that right? Just got him today. Doesn't know his name. Anyway, that'll do it for now. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the flip side.
Oh, come on, damn it! Oh, that sounds good.